Hello, hello, team. It is mid-campaign. OMG. I can't believe. Let me turn this down. I'm doing the double device thing, making sure I can see when you come on. If you have comments, so if you come on, and I know this is better for some of y'all, because normally you're just coming in and from work and you're not quite able to get to the computer or whatnot yet. So it's almost 8 o'clock Central. So that means almost an hour later than I normally do this meeting. But I had some unexpected guests. Absolutely had to put some things to slide things back a little bit, because when when you're like me and you're homebound, and a nephew comes by that you haven't seen in a long time, you grasp it with both hands and you give an extra hug, say an extra I love you, and make sure you get that visit in. So it was a good thing. So I hope all of you guys do that. Always grasp what's going on in your life and appreciate the small things. So yeah, that's what it was. I had a visitor, did a lot for my spirits, and that's always a good thing, right? Boy, it has been a day. Who has been working their butts off with this $25 free shipping? Hello, that's me. I absolutely worked my butt off today. I had, between the team and between old past custom at the team, well, the team was yesterday. So between my customers, old team members, old people, old acquaintances, I had probably 1,000 emails go out from me. I pulled everybody, my current customers, and anybody old that I could find on my project broadcast. That's where I keep my texting information. I think I had 300 people I contacted that way. And I was projecting sales, $25 free shipping. But I also, on some of the emails, a good batch of the emails too, like I said, and to the older people that I hadn't talked to in a long time. I really made sure that I gave all that we have to offer, and let them know that not only did I have a free shipping at $25 to offer them, but I have a new comp plan that just might get them excited about Avon again if they would like to join again or join for the first time, whatever the case was. I was able to do that. And then, so we had, I've already welcomed one new team member today, so woohoo! We have one new team member, Cheyenne. So if Cheyenne gets around to joining our group or watches our replay on YouTube, welcome Cheyenne to Team Amazing. I can't wait to meet you and see what's all going on. I'm excited about that. I know I had one online order because I had to go over there and look up or pull up my invoice for my order coming tomorrow, so that I could get my I always use my my invoice to check what's in there, and then of course get my the individual invoices for my customers. So I happen to see an order over there from my online, so I know it was working. So I can't wait to wake up. That's the one thing about it, is I normally don't like to go over there and check, because I like to wake up the next morning and see exactly who took advantage of it, and you know, did I do enough to get some extra orders in for the campaign, especially using these codes. So we'll see what I wake up to tomorrow. I won't check it before I go to bed. And who knows who may be shopping up until midnight. So we'll see. That is the best thing about having an online store, is that people getting home from work, eating dinner, time differences, they could still be ordering as I go to bed tonight. And, you know, I just had to make sure that they knew, that I followed up with them, that they knew it was here, it was an opportunity, and yeah, and my e-store is working for me. You guys are going to hear me talk about that more and more now that I know that it's not being utilized as it should be. And any other direct selling company that I have either been a part of or I have friends that are a part of, they charge you at the minimum $5 a month to maintain or have an e-store. And Avon gives it to us for free. And then throws in these little perks of free shipping. Yeah, that's awesome, because I can tell you, even in some other ones that, you know, I know the customer has to pay the shipping. So where my customers are getting free shipping and I'm not paying the shipping, wow, you know, that's amazing. Take advantage of these offers because they are here to help. So excited when we get these. And April Fools, I love the first day of April because I'm an April baby. So this will be my birthday month. We'll see what kind of things I can come up with for my customers and for the team. I love celebrating my birthday month. So exciting to see what kind of mischief we can get into this month. I was so excited. I have been seeing some fun things going on that you're doing with your customers. I need to share it with the group. I captured it, and she had shared it with me before. But our team member Marianne, she is making the cutest Easter bunnies out of our paper bags that we put our customer orders in. She's cutting them in a way and putting a little ribbon to where her orders are going out looking like Easter bunnies. So cute. OMG. She's having fun with her customers. I know my customers will be getting some Easter egg treats as normal for me, which is kind of what I do with my customers. And you know what? And I just thought about it. You know, I'm getting my order tomorrow. It's my birthday month. So we're kind of doing this Morocco thing in my birthday month too. So that should jazz up what can be done in April. So I'm looking forward to throwing some Morocco things in. I ordered the black shirt with the embroidery down. I already had the gold bracelet, so I ordered the earrings that I normally don't wear earrings, but I was just like, I think I have to have those, even if I have to ask, because of my hands with MS, even if I have to ask for help, I definitely want to have those earrings. So little extra things this month. For sure. So even if it's not your birthday, what are you doing to celebrate April? It's April showers bring May flowers. You know, we learned that one with kids, and Lord knows we're having rain come in tonight. So that's a thing. oh my gosh, there's just so much. Um, I don't have my bags over here. I'm going to be sharing two. Um, I saw it on another team meeting about, you know, the one thing that they were talking about. It was with, and I'll just say it's with Lisa Wilbur's team. I go onto her meetings, and just sitting there quiet and listening sometimes is the best. I go on there, I try to, give back. If she's going to allow me to be in her meetings, of course I try to give some of, me. But sometimes just going in there and just absorbing what she's got going on with everybody else on there is so good. And today, some of the top tips that I really picked up is that I saw one other person saying that that they really weren't comfortable going to events or going out and working in the public with their Avon because they were a little concerned or a little uneasy about some of their looks. They just weren't as positive, on their look themselves. And Lisa gave two tips that were just, yes, spot on. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. So the first thing she told her is two tips. Oh my gosh, my old brain is gonna do me. One, she told her that when you go to, like, if you guys are getting to these events and you're a little nervous and you're always worried about, am I dressed the right way? Is my hair looking the right way? Is my makeup good enough? Oh my gosh, I should have lost a few pounds before I came. The thing that Lisa said, and it is absolutely true, is that it's not all about you. Because you know what? The other people in the room are thinking the exact same things. They're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. They're worried about, well, am I dressed good enough? Well, if I open my mouth, will something stupid come out? I mean, everybody is usually so absorbed in themselves that they're not looking at you and judging you like you think that they are. So that was one thing. And then the second thing was, and that's it, is this: if you do go into a situation that is uncomfortable, and you're just not, with a customer or with a group of people, sometimes the best thing is just to ask questions and be a really good listener. And that's what I was doing today. I learned a lot without trying to assert myself and tell everybody what I know, by just being a really good listener and listening to what was going on. And we need to work on that in all situations that we're in, because with as a leader or mentor in Avon or in anywhere, listening gets us to know how we can help more. Ding, ding, ding. That's also with our customers. So if we are listening to our customers, we can learn more about what their needs are and how better that we can help. And I know that can sometimes get scary for people too, like, oh my gosh, they're going to say something and they want me to fix their problem. I don't know how to fix their problem. I don't know enough about these products to fix their problems. I don't know everything about everything in this and in the products. But what I do know how to do, and that's the advice that somebody else gave, and I was very glad they did, because I was thinking it, is that If you don't know the answers, you can listen, you can jot it down, and you can say, you know, I've wondered about that myself. Let me check into that and get back to you and see if we can't solve that for both of us. Or, you know, I haven't tried that product, but let me check into it and I will get back to you. The best thing is honesty. Making relationships is honest, and you have so many resources that you can have. We have each other. We have, which is great because each of us have tried different products. So we can ask each other, have you tried this product? What was your experience? We have the resources on Avon where we can go into the product and usually find like a sheet of all kinds of information on products. We can go into Avon, and normally if you go into skincare, it'll say blemishes, acne, wrinkles, fine, you know, whatever it is, and you can see which products help with that. You know, the same with our hair care and all of that. So we can always find the answer. The key point is to listen so that we know what answers to go find. So that was, you know, it was really nice to listen to that. And I have been caught up in this too. I try to solve a lot of my team members' problems with, especially when I'm doing like the business building bundles and all that, trying to help you guys out. You know, we always want to get more people to know what you do. And that is absolutely right. I absolutely love that when I go to her meetings, is that just the more people that know what you do, you know, the better success you're going to be. But it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be the best. Sometimes done is better than perfect. There's a lot of times that we have to think about that, because I'm a project of that. And you know, I'm going to go into the creative collective in just a minute, but I am a product of that sometimes I get in my head enough to where I want to do the best and I want to be the most creative and I just want to awe people. And so I overthink it to the point where sometimes I'll miss a deadline. And that's a shame, because if I would have done something, it was better than nothing. So trying to think that it doesn't always have to be perfect. And that's like, well, I can't tell people that, you know, that I'm Avon. I don't feel comfortable talking about it all the time. So we're always talking about wearing something. Okay, well, maybe your budget doesn't allow for you to go get that big decal on your car or a wrap like Lisa does, which is amazing. I awe to her. I love it that she can do it. I don't even drive, more or less, go get a wrap on my car. I buy Avon clothes, but not everybody can afford that right away. Avon logo. Sometimes it's not readily available. I mean, like, not all the time. I mean, they're doing so much better. We have the hats and the shirts. You can get those right here on your e-store. You know, we have a section for that all the time, which is huge, because that's, you know, that used to be only conference. We'd only have that like once a year, and you better stock up because it's not going to happen until next year. So now we have some shirts and stuff that are, and hats that are available. We have neater things going on, like notebooks and pens and totes and all that kind of stuff at conference, at Connect, what they call it Connect now. And that's great. But what if you're not in there? And what if you're not at that time, you don't have the extra cash to spend on that? Well, Lisa, I mean, she started this for just like everybody else. She may be a big time earner now, big time leadership. But she started out just like the rest of us. And I love when she will make ideas of literally writing your name and you're writing Avon and your phone number in your e-store and on a piece of paper and putting it in your car window, just to get people to call you. Less is better because you want them to be able to read it quickly. QR codes can be made right in our Mac office. So even putting a QR code that they can scan as they go right past your car, scan with their phones, and they can go right to your e-store. So that, but she also had, and I don't have one of our bags over here with me, but on our tote bag, not our tote, the bags with a handle. I'm gonna do a design. I'll show you guys. I will screenshot her with it, and share it and share it with you all. But I will even try to get it flashed into the replay. I will put it in the team page and in the email, whatever I got to do to get it to you. But she had literally taken one of the bags, and it just says Avon on our white bags, and she had put in there, ask me for a, and then it said Avon, and then it says brochure, and then I think it said brochure underneath it or something. And then and basically inside, she just had, just carry Avon brochures. You could say, ask me for a sample, ask me for a brochure, ask me for whatever. And that is something to where if you're carrying it with you with that on the outside, people are looking at it and they're more likely to ask you. If you're at a doctor's appointment, you've set it down at your feet. Make sure that that's pointing out. People will ask. You're at a restaurant, set it on the table with that pointed to the most of the audience of the restaurant. And as people walk by, they may stop and ask you for a brochure. I mean, how cool would that be to have people stop and ask you about Avon? I mean, that's what we all want, right? Because sometimes doing it ourselves, giving people brochures or samples is intimidating. And I'm absolutely there. I'm sure that I am way out of practice. I mean, I used to do it all the time. I pushed myself. But now that I have been homebound for so long, I'm probably out of practice. But I can definitely share with you, what they're doing to get out of it. And that was another thing that everybody was. Instead of saying, would you like an Avon brochure? One of the suggestions in the meeting was, here, I brought this for you. Because if someone says to you, would you like? That gives you an option to say no. But if someone says, here, I brought this for you, and just hands you something, you're more than likely just to take it. And I don't know if you're going to read it. I don't know if you're going to hand it to somebody else. I don't know if you're going to throw it in the trash. Now, you won't know that unless you were to follow that up with, hey, can I get your information in case you see something in there that you like, or that I can follow up with you before I place my next order? You're not going to know that either. So you do have to be brave enough to ask for the information, for their information. These are still a few ways to be. And there we go. Okay. Because they may just, I have local people here that order from me online. So just because they're local doesn't mean that they all come and pick up from me and work with me locally. They still order from me online, which is fantastic. So like I said, I can be getting sales and it's just happening on my e-store because I sent an email, sent a text, gave out a book, whatever it was. Because I still, Even though I'm homebound, I still have books out on the sidewalk in front of my house for people to pick up. And I make sure with my Google Business and Next Door Neighbor app and all of the stuff that can make me known here locally without actually getting out, that they can pick up a brochure out there anytime. And I keep 2 to 3 brochures out there. So working your business smarter, not harder, and especially when you're new, getting known, you can know, and that was the other thing too, it was very smart. I absolutely think that we should still know a little bit about our products. But if you don't have anybody to talk to about the products, that knowledge isn't going to help you. You have to have the people. You have to have somebody to tell that to. Otherwise, you're just a walking encyclopedia of Avon knowledge that is sitting in the back of the library, because people don't use encyclopedias anymore because nobody knows who you are or what you do and wants to know that information. So getting out there and getting yourself seen in some way. And even if, the other thing I want to say is that I know it's hard to do social media. It's hard for me too. You guys see me here in this atmosphere all the time doing lives for you guys. And I do live, my videos for my customers are pre-recorded on Zoom, but it is still essentially the same thing. I am recording myself to put out there live. So, whether you pre-record and then put it out there, or you just go straight and you go live and there's no take backs. I've had those. Some of my earlier videos, I haven't told the story in a while, but some of my earlier videos are with tripods that completely fell backwards in the middle of a live. And you see me coming, my wheelchair coming around the edge of the table that I had my phone propped up on, and kind of peeking over because my phone completely fell over and I had to get it back in order to continue talking to whoever it was I was talking to. But sometimes those are the best. Sometimes those are the most real. And that's why people enjoy watching those. That's why the silly videos, or the ones that make you laugh, get the most watches, is because it's real life. So giving yourself some grace, letting yourself be the object of being, it's funny, is sometimes the best thing that can happen to your business. And the funny moments are the hardest for me to capture, because they always happen not on camera. Well, except for that time. I mean, it rarely happens on camera. I always see funny things, and then I'm like, okay, let me give you an example of things that I wish I had a camera for, because it's just, you just always don't have the camera going when it happens. So I'm going to be completely honest. My wheelchair, I have an electric wheelchair, and it gets me in trouble in my house quite often because, I'll run into walls, I'll run over people's feet at times. I will, it just, I drop things. Life is not boring at all when you're in a wheelchair. And I had been hitting my bedroom door every time I went in, and I was loosening the bottom hinge each time I did it. I was trying to be careful, but my son was in there, and I did the final hit, and the door fell off the bottom hinge. My husband is out. He was out picking up ice cream, of all things, which is his favorite treat, thank goodness. And so my son's like, I'm just going to take the door off until we can figure out how to fix it. But at least that way it doesn't rip the top hinge off. And I'm like, that's very smart. So he takes the door off and he puts it in the garage, and he goes, well, I don't think we should tell Dad. I think we should just see how long it takes him to realize that it is gone. So we go in there and we have our ice cream treat with him, which I'm like, yay, I got him his favorite treat. So he's going to be in a pretty good mood, right? And then me and my son go in the bedroom, takes 2 of them to put me to bed. And we're sitting in there, and my husband followed us in a few minutes later, telling a story about something that he'd seen on TikTok. And and he literally is using the wall to demonstrate the mirror that the horse in the video was looking into. And we're just dying laughing before he gets to the punchline. And he's like, what? And my son's like, Dad, you're using the wall. Is something missing? And it took my husband a second. He goes, where's the door? So if we would have had a camera just to get his expression of, where's the door? That we were like, yeah, you've been using that wall the entire time to demonstrate this TikTok video, never realizing that the door is gone. So, so that's one of the times I wish I would have had a video, because seeing his face was priceless. Absolutely priceless. And and the funniest thing, but if you know how many views we would have got on on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, if we would have been able to get a real moment like that on camera, because a lot of that stuff is staged, but that one was not, and it was so funny. But we all had a good laugh, and it's a good-natured laugh. So don't worry about being perfect when you're on there, because even if we're laughing, usually we're laughing together. When I see other women on there and they're being imperfect, I just think they are so realistic. They are so like me. And I just love that they are getting on there and they're, they're not prompted. Sometimes they're prompted, but, maybe it didn't go correctly. I don't know, but I just love the more authentic videos, so that I know that there are other people out there like me that aren't perfect, because Lord knows I am not perfect, and I don't expect any of you guys to be. As I say in our intro video to our team, always be amazingly you, because you are who they are buying from. You may not like to hear your voice back at you. I've had to get over that, because I'm like, when I very first started, rehearing my voice on a live, I'm like, oh, I sound like that. But that's what I sound like to everybody else. So I've kind of gotten used to it. You will get used to it. And you just go with it. I mean, this is where the times are going, and just have a good time. So with the Creative Collective, like I said, I know I'm right here at the end of our meeting. I hope that you are jumping in and applying. I just saw that the link to the last post on our team page did not have the link, so I'm going to get that added in there real quick. We still have until the 8th to get our videos in. Yes, I said ours. I even have to reapply. It is not a standing offer forever, so I do have to reapply. And yes, I have been overthinking my video. So I am going to promise myself that I am going to do my video tomorrow. Because I said I was going to do it Monday. I said I was going to do it today. And here I am. It's going to be the 2nd, and I don't have my video. And I have other posts out there, but I've been wanting that perfect video, and I need to get off of the overthinking and just go out there and have a good time and talk about my favorite product, which is what they're asking us to do. Have a video that is amazingly you, talking about your favorite product. We all can do that. So I hope to see many familiar faces joining the creative collective, and all of us working and growing our businesses on social media so that our e-stores attract business while we're sleeping and we're making money all the time. So with that, I didn't have anybody jump on, but my time was all messed up tonight. I know, sorry guys, but watch the replay. If you have any questions, put them below. I will answer. Let's make this a great end of the campaign. We have until the 8th to get our orders in, and I even saw more of the Morocco tops come back in stock. I know the crocheted one just came in because I had a customer ordering it. I'll be doing tomorrow night or Thursday morning my unboxing of my my order, but at the same time I will be getting my collective creative, and I will post mine on here just so that you guys see what, as a team leader, that I am doing exactly what they're asking you to do. I am by no means above anyone. I just enjoy trying to share what I know and what I listen to other people say and pass those good little details on to you, hoping something helps and that all of us can be successful. So let's wrap up 7. We've got until the 8th. Shop and Learn Thursday. It's going to be, it looks like it's going to be a makeup event. So looks like it'll probably be makeup bundles this week. We had skincare last week, so I'm guessing makeup this week. So exciting stuff. Jump on and let's make it work, guys. I will talk to you soon.